Hello, everybody. How you going? I am back in a car, broadcasting from a car once again. It's just a different car. So, Libby Lee Live, tuning in for this week's episode to share a little bit of a nugget, a little bit of a wisdom, and this is for you guys who are the workaholics, the healers and intuitive coaches who are so obsessed with their purpose and fulfilling that purpose that we can get into that tendency of working so hard to really achieve your dreams. So as we come to the end of this year, the one thing that I want to share with you today, a little seed that I want to plant for you, is we're coming to the end of the year, and typically at the end of the year we're starting a fresh year, and what happens is we start to set goals. That's very much the mainstream way of doing it. And for a lot of people, it works really well. For me, it has never really stuck. So I want to talk to you a little bit about those goal sets. I'm just going to check the comments. Hello, how you going? So, the old way of doing goals where we set like a money target or an impact target and how we want life to look. And there was two methods that I tried, right? And it was set goals so big, shoot for the stars, and if you land on the moon, then that's good enough, or you set such tiny little goals that they're either really easy to achieve or you're not motivated enough to even achieve your little goals. So what I've started doing in the last few years instead of that is really vision setting. So getting into that creation mode of how do I want life to look? How do I want to experience working with my clients? How do I want them to feel? How do I want to feel? And really bringing that truth into my business so that I'm not measuring with my numerology. Getting into a mode of measuring all the time is what gets me into that workaholic archetype. That's what gets me burning the candle at both ends. Even just recently, my dad's like, you need to relax. I'm like, but I love it. And there's so much more that I want to do, and there's not enough hours in the day. And it fuels me, right? So you can get into that pattern where it really is, it's fueling us. And then we can turn around and just go, oh my God, like I've been measuring myself against these goals that really aren't in alignment with the true vision of what I want to experience. And it's just happened for me. And I've had to do a bit of a pivot in my business because I found that I had built some momentum in a direction where I ended up doing these tasks that were taking a lot of my time and they didn't fuel me. I love what the tasks create. So it's absolutely rocking for my client's business, but I don't want to be the one doing them. So an important pivot for me was to make sure that I was staying in alignment with what I wanted to create and what I wanted to experience, and then outsource what I need to outsource so that I can stay in that alignment. So if we're talking about goals and goal setting, 2022 is going to be a beautiful, harmonizing year. So this year's been a lot about freedom, a lot about the exposure of truth, and where do you feel free and where you don't. Next year, it is a lot about the harmonizing, the love, the family, the home, all of that you're wanting to create in the world and the experiences that you want to create. So as you get into goal setting mode, just bear that in mind. Do you want to set goals the old way? Do you want to have that measuring stick that you're constantly measuring against? Does that fulfill you? If it fulfills you, please go for it. Absolutely, please go for it. If it doesn't, maybe have your vision goals instead. Your vision goal is always this little compass point. It's this little barometer that you can use to just go, oh, hang on. No, that's actually out of alignment for me. I need to pivot. And what I find is that decisions become easy. It's not, you don't fall into this indecisive, procrastination and complacency, and where all of your fears come up and you get a bit stuck. We were talking about stuck in the mud the other day. It's really allows you to stay in that flow. You can make that decision, pivot, and stay in the flow. So one thing that happens just before I wrap up, and I'm going to pull cards for you guys at the end of this. I'll pull 3 cards for 3, like a card for 3 people, okay? But when we set those big hefty goals, and have you ever gone to a goal setting workshop where it's like you set these goals together and you create this vision, and then maybe you don't take much action and somebody that you were there at the workshop with does, and so you get into this comparison-itis. And I can't remember who said it, but they say comparison is the thief of joy. Absolute thief of joy. Takes it all away from you. So if you do have that workaholic tendency, just watch. Hello. Awesome. I will pull 3. Please, everybody's coming up as Facebook user. So pop your name in and I will pull 3 cards at the end of this. As we move into 2022, just watch if there's any bargaining that you're doing. Is there any deals that you're making? I know that I will be successful if I give up this. I know that if I focus on this one area of life and I kind of ignore this other area of life, then maybe it'll come full circle and maybe life will be how I want. Because sometimes you don't even realize that you're doing it. But yes, of course. But when you really realize that you're doing deals, in order to create success. And at the end of the day, the success is there for you. You can have it all. If you believe it, you really can have it all. So I just want to leave you with that note today. And if you haven't already, come and join the Abundant Healers Hub. The link is in the comments. I'm going to bring some beautiful things to the forefront next year. And let's pull some cards. I'm healthy and glowing today. Thank you. I'm actually sitting by I should show you where I am. Sitting by the headland. Oh, my computer's a bit hot. Can you see that? The rocks, and you see the booming, there we go. See the booming waves on the shore. Okay. So, yeah. Hi, Michelle. Okay. Beautiful therapy. I think my computer's getting a bit hot with this sun. So 3 cards. Bia is first. Pop in your name because everyone is showing up as Facebook user. Michelle, you're there. Let me know if you want a card, and then I'll pull a 3rd one for somebody as well. All right, Bia, what do you need to know today? Bia, it's late for you. You're actually up. Great place to chill. Oh, Kath, awesome. So I've got Kath, Michelle, if you want one, and Bia. So Bia, this is your card. Have confidence. This was actually our collective card 2 weeks ago. There we go. Have confidence. So what area of your life just needs that little bit more belief and courage? Oh, and Jen, of course. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. Okay. Thanks for joining me, guys. So I'm going to be coming live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. and just share a bit of an insight with you, particularly for the healers, intuitive coaches out there, just to help you in your business, help you with your mission, with your impact, okay? So Michelle, this is for you. Then I'll do Kath and Jen, and I am off. There it is. Michelle, the Innocence card. Oh. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, and no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Just bring it back a bit. A little more confidence. I think we can all just use that little bit more confidence every single day. You're so right, Pia. So this is for Kath. Here we go, lovely. The heart chakra. Gosh, this is so you. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. And the image that I got, Kath, was that torus field that expands when we truly come into alignment with our heart. So really just starting every day, bringing and expanding and living from the heart rather than the head. Yeah, I just saw, you see those comparison images, and it's the torus field. When we're in our head, the torus field is just around the midsection of the body almost. If we actually bring it into the heart, it expands way out beyond our body. And that's the expansion, right? It's not constriction, it's the expansion. So just bring in that source energy every single day, and you're on winner. And Jen, beautiful Jen. Let's see. Ooh. There we go. Oh, you got two. The release and surrender, Jen. The release and surrender and energy work. Do you need some, or should you embrace this modality? Release, surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. And then life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart, again, are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. I wonder, have you ever thought about diving into energy work, Jen? Okay, lovely people, thank you so much. I will see you next Wednesday, if not before. Have an amazing day. And if you do get into goal setting mode, just remember these seeds that have been planted. Night, Bea. Sleep well. I will see you guys next week. Bye.